Good day. A request had been made to the president of TOPS that Captain Rick kind of help out with some announcements. Now, it had been nice to do this down from the harbor, but due to the nor'easter today, we'll have to do this from the live remote here. Some of you may have seen a post on Facebook that announcement was going to be made today, and some of you thought it was going to do with IRD, but it's not. It's the post has to do with how you folks are going to be starting up your chapter meetings. Now, there's many ways we can get information out to members and tops. The best way is the information comes from the president. That information is given to the service program administrator. They turn around and pass it along to the coordinators, who in turn will get it to the advocate and chapter leaders. And the chapter leaders will get that information to the members in each chapter. 90% of our members in TOPS have email addresses. So that's a good way to get information out. Unfortunately, not all the email addresses work, and we get a lot of bounce backs. So we have to do this process to get the information to everybody, to let them know about how we're going to start chapter meetings. Now, we also could use the website, www.tops.org, or Facebook. Sometimes, if the information gets on Facebook or to the website before the coordinator has the information, a member will call and ask questions, but yet the coordinator doesn't have the information because she hasn't received it from the service program administrator. So you can see with different ways of getting information out, sometimes some things get ahead of each other. So rest assured, the information that has been sent through a letter from the president of TOPS states that every place is going to have to start up a little differently depending on local regulations. To put it another way, look at it this way, in the fact that from Prince Edward Island to Alaska, it's 8,000 kilometers. That's 5,000 miles to you folks who don't know the metric system. From Alaska to Florida, it's 4,800 miles. From Wisconsin to Iowa, it's just 300 miles. But yet, no matter how close or how far you are from another chapter, they might have a different way of starting up. Again, the letter that went out and the information that is being shared is to tell everybody that you have to follow the local guidelines in your area. There is no perfect date to start up all the chapters. I am hoping that some chapters will be able to start next week, and so does the president of TOPS. But again, we won't know. It's going to be up to each chapter leader to let the coordinator know if they're open for business, let's say. Now, despite the fact that there are great distances amongst the chapters, and then again, like I said, just chapters just a few miles apart, we all have to stay connected. And that's why it's good to use Facebook, the website, email, phone calls, cards, anything to get the information. Because during this COVID crisis, we can't let it be an anchor. We can't let us tie us down to a spot. We have to stay connected. So that's what I wanted to share. That's the message that the president wanted me to get out there for you. The fact that we all can lift our anchor and get moving is going to be very, very good. I hope, I haven't heard for sure, but more announcements will be coming later in a couple of weeks to deal with the local events and IRD. Plans are that it's still smooth sailing to Niagara Falls, in August. None of that has changed. The only thing that has changed right now is that we're going to try, with the guidance of your local municipalities, to get chapters started. No one, I should repeat, no one should feel pressured to go to a chapter meeting if they're not comfortable, or if they're not sure that everything is put in place for social distances. There is no way that the field staff in TOPS can manage all the areas of TOPS Nation. Again, you need to just follow the local guidelines. If you think that your situation is unique and is not covered by what's being put out in your local community, by all means, please contact your coordinator, who will in turn get the message to the service program administrator and on to the president. I hope you enjoyed this public service announcement from Captain Rick. I'm going to be looking for better weather, smooth sailing, and maybe I'll see you again soon down by the harbor. Take care.